Hi guys, hi everyone. I'm Tom from Leaware. I'm today with Carlos and we will continue our discussions on interesting topics. And today, but before we move on to topic today, maybe a little bit on what we do. Carlos, what we do in life?
What we do, or what we do here in Leaware. What we do is software development, specifically mobile and web apps, which means that when we are developing something new, we are having the MVP, which is the minimum viable product, which is the first version, as a summary.
And always important moment come, which is when you deploy your MVP on production environment. And first users start using it, and then some very, very interesting questions or tasks appear, because it's very, very crucial moment for the product. So even if it's MVP, something what is not perfect, then the cruciality of the moment is that real users start using it and they must be happy. If the product is not working, then there is quite high probability that they will give up and they will stop using, even if they know that they are better users, that the product is not perfect. So the most important is to build MVP in the right way. We discuss it in other videos, so not to add too many features and so on and so on. But in the moment when MVP goes to production, then from our experience, there are a few things which are very, very important to take care. And the first one is that user can easily report about problems. And the old school method that they send email, for example, with some problem, which is still very popular in this industry, in software development, is something what you should really avoid. So there should be very, very easy way how users can report problems, and if this is mobile application or web solution, it's very, very important to make it easy for them. And of course there is some, but no, you wanted to say something else.
Yes, I wanted to say that it reminds us of when we are sick and we don't go to the doctor. So we're having this problem, but we just keep going with the problem and we don't take any action. Imagine if you are in some kind of pain, if you are sick, but you never go to the doctor. So let's say you are 30, 40 years old, but you are feeling so bad that you don't take action. Do you think that you're going to live up to 80 years old? Maybe not, because there are some signs that they are telling you something's not right. And here, your MVP, the goal is to be as good as possible. But if we have some problems, the right thing to do is to go with the doctor. That's why we, as the software doctors, we can take a look at what is going on. Is everything okay? What are the steps that we need to follow in order to check every single thing that we have added? Are there some bugs? Are there some problems?
And we will talk about those things in minutes. So the basic, let people easily report problems. The same, let people easily report questions, ideas, improvements. When you do it well, then you can get much more feedback on your MVP. If you compare to sending emails. So there are tools on the market where users can easily make a screenshot, find something with the finger, type, describe, mark, whatever. And then what is important that we later, when such report is automatically sent to us, we know exactly on which device it was generated. So probably maybe we have some issue with some specific type of phone or Android version or iOS version. So we have a lot of diagnostic information. Yeah, but the most crucial is what you said, Carlos, is to avoid need that users will report anything. So there is a lot of ways how to detect problems before users will let us know. So we can know about those problems much faster, and it's, yeah, if we compare to doctors, it's like having good diagnostic tools. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So for example, if I have Apple Watch, I have some monitoring. So if my doctor could be alerted that something is wrong based on heart rate, whatever, and react, then I will be more happy. If I compare to the situation that I feel very, very, very bad, and I call the doctor and tell him, hey, something is wrong, can you check? Yeah, so this is also something very, very important for MVP, to have diagnostic tools, and this diagnostic area is divided between challenges, issues, problems in the app. So, for example, diagnostic tools which can report automatically if application crash, if there is some bug, some problem. And the second, tools which help us to know what really happened before problem appeared. So, for example, what was happening in the app before the crash, and all those things can be sent to us or to your backend infrastructure before any user report anything. Yeah, so this is something very, very important. Yeah, so the first is allow users to report problems in a very easy way, but then try to detect with the specific tools, as good doctor also should do it, any problems before they are reported.
Absolutely.
And what is still shocking, it is not a standard in many products. So usually when we are asked by the client, hey, I have problem with my application, the quality is not good, I don't know if my development team is enough mature, yeah. The first what we do, we are checking if all those diagnosing tools are included in the solution. If they are turned on, and we detect that in most cases there is no any diagnostic tool included. Okay, and then the second area is availability of your solution, of your backend, of endpoints, APIs, and so on and so on. The question is, the server is working well, if there are not any problems, like basic ones, not enough space on disks, or that, for example, your service is not enough fast to serve answers to all users, or whatever else can happen. Yeah, so this availability, observability of the platform is also very, very crucial to know how to react if something is wrong. And if all those tools are not included in your solution, then the typical situation is that your users are saying, hey, something is not working, something was not working, I had a problem, but you have very, very limited ways to really discover what is happening. Yeah, without those tools, you are blind. You can't really help, and then a lot of time is used to detect, or what is even worse, developers are not fixing the problems, but they are changing the code based on their hypothesis, what might be wrong, so they change something, they believe that they fix something, they deploy fixed version on production, and then your users have the same problems, or even worse, something else stop working. So this is the most, how to say, nicely dangerous.
But we can also think about this in the way that when you go to the doctor and you're having a headache, but the doctor tells you that your eyes need to be checked or the blood pressure needs to be checked, you are wondering, but why if it's in my head? It's not in my eyes, it's not in other parts of the body.
This is a very good point.
The thing is that, yes, here we need to check many parts of the development. So we have in the architecture, for example, and we have in the servers as well, all of this needs to be monitored, needs to be checked, because if we only focus on one part of it, we might not be solving the full issue. It's like in our bodies, something can be also affecting other parts of it. That's why we do all this extensive research. We are monitoring everything because we need to make 100% sure, okay, everything is working as it should.
Yep. And the last very important part is to know, because its main goal for MVP, how users are using our application. How many times they open the app, what they do, which features are most popular, which features they don't use, or maybe they use in the different way as we expected, as those features were designed. And also here are tools which can help with detecting, with building some metrics, with figuring out what is really happening. And all this information, all this data is crucial to know. It's a part of decision process, what to do next with the MVP, which features we should improve, what should we add, are we ready to start scaling or maybe not, and so on and so on. Yeah, so it's something what we can compare to Google Analytics, but those tools are quite often much more, they go more in detail, so we can get more very interesting insights, metrics, and it is crucial, especially when you have MVP and you learn. So not always it is the matter of calling, asking, hey, do you like the app, how you use, did you use, and so on and so on. But very important is to get this data without disturbing our users, because they should focus on using the app, not on only reporting. Yeah,
absolutely. This is way much better when we compare it with a specific room. So we said sometimes that the software development is like when we build a house. In the case that something is not built right in the house, we need to take all the people outside and we need to remove a wall, we need to do lots of mess reconstruction process.
Yep.
And the people are disturbed, they cannot be in their house. But here, luckily, we have like the best way to go, which is like we are monitoring, we're getting all this information, but we are not messing at all with the users.
True. Okay, I think that it's all from the most important things you should take care when your MVP is deployed first time to production environment. And if you, I think that we'll add it in description of the movie. But if you have any questions, if you would like to get some free assessment from our side how it is in your project, what you are missing, what kind of tools you should use, or if you need some help with discovering where are the problems, just contact us and we will do our best.
Absolutely. So people, this is everything for today. Thank you so much for your time. See you next time.
Thank you.